you can argue this is the most influential martial artist of all time, the great Bruce Lee, making his walk to the octagon here tonight, champ.
Everybody wants to be Bruce Lee. They say they want to be like Mike. If you're a fighter, you want it to be like Bruce Lee. You want it to be that fast. You want it to be that charismatic. You want it to have an ability to just freeze your opponents. Your speed, your movement, just the diversity in the attacks that you can give your opponents would just confuse people. I mean, I watched him beat a 7-foot Kareem Abdul-Jabbar to stay undefeated.
Right.
If you could do that, you can do anything.
I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once, but I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times. Bruce Lee in a nutshell.
Just so wise.
Bruce Lee, as usual, ready to battle as he tries to take home the title. Well, as much respect and appreciation as we have for the skill sets of the lower weight class athletes, there is nothing in pro sports quite like a UFC heavyweight championship fight. That is a reality. You've been there, you've done that. Baddest man on the planet putting that very distinction on the line tonight.
Yeah, the champ walks again, and he wears that proudly. Johnny wants to be called the champ. He loves to be called the baddest man on the planet. He is so skilled, he's so dangerous, he's so scary. And he gets up for these types of challenges. He intends to never let go of his belt.
He understands the challenge in front of him here tonight, but he has been forged by this training camp, the championship experience he has accrued, and we'll see if he can lead the way he enters as the greatest heavyweight in the world. Herb Dean, third man in the octagon tonight. All right, here is Bruce Lee getting ready for another UFC start as we begin round one. So fast, so quick, so good at setting up striking angles, and it's hard to simulate the speed in training. I know the opponent has talked a lot about trying to find training partners to simulate Bruce Lee. Easier said than done. Bruce Lee trying to get off to a good start tonight. Early connection with the left from the champ. Takedown defense holds up. All right, they separate now. We'll see who can get off in space. Oh, and the high kick lands.
Oh, man. Look at that switch knee. Beautiful switch knee. Those knees.
Man, these knees are really starting to do a lot of damage to his opponent here tonight. And there's another one for good measure. Nice. Nicely done.
Big shot to the head. You cannot take those leg kicks clean like that.
Oh, a little single collar tie there. And there's a takedown attempt. Straight right hand counter. Pretty good straight punch there by Lee. There's that side kick.
Great job moving into his opponent and getting to that single collar.
All right, hip toss, and he is able to take him down. Beautiful execution there.
Great job knowing exactly what he wanted. Moving the position left and stepping in with that right leg to load his opponent and flipping him through. Great move. We love the big move. They're very excited.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Lee. Well, nothing in the unified rules says you can't strike from off of your back, and he did well there. Lee's in half guard. All right, side control now. Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining. He's got to be careful here.
Oh, huge pop from the crowd as the fighters get back up to their feet. I mean, you and I love a good grappling match, but these fighters came to see knockouts.
Yeah, the fans came to see them knock each other out, and that's what they're going to get. All the grappling was beautiful to watch, Sean, but ultimately, it is the striking that people show up for.
Under 2 minutes now to go in the round. Head kick is blocked.
You know, that's a big thing whenever you're blocking high kicks, man. You cannot just take the brunt of that kick on one arm. You have to get that cross arm to try and guide that kick so you don't take all of it.
Oh, single collar tie here. Oh, nice punch there in the clinch.
Oh, nice.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem. So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. Oh, and he tags him with the straight hand there. Beautifully done by Lee. Final minute of round one. Fighter lands a jab.
Oh, it's in the clinch again. Oh, nice takedown defense. Oh, nice right hand by the champ, yeah. Oh, nice combination, yes.
Another takedown attempt, not there. Beautifully timed and place kick there by Lee.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Oh, nice scramble by him there. Takedown defense on point. He is a master in transition.
Oh.
Final seconds of round one. Horn sound for the end of round one.
All right, take a seat, bud. Please, slow it down. How you feel? Great, man. That was awesome. I told you were going to win this fight with cardio, man. He is already spent.
All right, DC, let's look at some of the highlights from the last round. Lot for the replay guys to choose from.
Yeah, man, these guys stood on a quarter in the middle of the octagon. Take one to give one. Over and over, each guy landed, and they both landed very well over the course of that first round.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Second round here. All right, so here we go with our next round. DC, you are known for having one of the higher fight IQs in the game, and I would put him on that list after what we saw in terms of the body work there in the previous round.
He did a fantastic job of mixing up his target, not headhunting, going to the body, making that investment into forcing a mistake later that will allow him to chase his finish.
And a nice job at least staying upright on that. Well, the more things change, the more they stay the same. He continues to land a high volume of strikes on his opponent at will.
Well, I mean, John, the guy can fight everywhere. And he can fight everywhere, meaning he can fight on the ground. He can fight in the stand-up. He's also able to do it because his cardio is so good.
Right.
This is one of the best fighters that we have seen for a long time, and it is showing in this performance.
Fighter trying to pass here, ooh, but gets denied.
Gets denied. Great job, great recognition of seeing what your opponent was trying to do.
All right, so from being dominated to in the dominant position. Nice reversal on the ground.
On to the mount.
All right, so he's got the ground and pound game going here. All right, so good ground and pound by him here, certainly staying busy, and not just busy, but effective.
You can just throw punches to keep the referee off you. This guy is throwing punches to be effective, to throw damaging strikes. He's doing a fantastic job.
3 minutes. dizzy as he looks to improve position here.
Big ground and pound.
All right, inside his opponent's guard here, DC. You don't want to play around here too long.
No, you got to either have 2 hands in or 2 hands out. Or guys start to attack triangle.
Trying to pass the guard here, but a nice job by the bottom fighter defensively.
Bottom fighter did a fantastic job of following with his hips, making sure he blocks any attempt to get past his guard.
All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long.
Great job finding his shots from the top position.
Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat?
Under 2 minutes now to go in round 2. Oh, lands with the ground and pound strike. Pretty good work with the strikes here off of his back by Lee.
And they clinch. Look for him now to drive his opponent to the side of the octagon to try and secure the position.
Big series of punches by him there. He has certainly had no trouble finding the range tonight.
He is finding the target with everything he throws. He's mixing it up beautifully.
Man, as he landed a high volume of strikes here in round 2, definitely picking up the pace after round 1. So he got the message from the corner, and now he is taking control of this second round.
Beautiful job landing that head kick.
All right, so he continues to attack that area above the knee and digging right into that thigh.
He's digging into the thigh. He's doing a great job of recognizing that that's something that he can land, and he has landed it effectively. Oh, nice.
Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue.
Look at him whip his hip into that kick.
All right, gets inside, gets the single collar tie here. Lee gets the takedown late in the round. That's useful. Oh, compromising spot here. Triangle choke is locked in.
And attacking armbar.
Oh, he got out. How good is that?
This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything long to allow for himself to get subbed.
Lee's looking to pass here, denied by the opponent.
Not being just defensive, but offensive off of his back. Great punch lands.
All right, take a seat. Breathe, relax. All right, let's settle down a little bit. We need to get a little more accurate on those kicks. We need those to land this round.
All right, let us look back at some of the action from that previous round. DC punches in bunches.
I mean, over and over, he landed that big punch. And every time he landed it, he got the reaction that he was looking for. His opponent really did start to take notice every time he was loading that strike up.
You ready to fight? Ready. Do it.
Round 3 of a possible 5. All right, next round is underway, and what a great job defensively in the previous round. I think my face from last night's dinner is more swollen than his opponent's.
I mean, he did a fantastic job of seeing when his opponent was trying to attack and getting his guard up so that he's not taking damage to the face. Great defensive fight IQ shown by this fighter.
And that spinning kick found its home on top. Well, he hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down tonight. He continues to connect on a high volume of strikes here.
Way to sneak that elbow around the side of the guard.
All right, so he lands his first takedown of the fight after many failed attempts, so he stayed committed. Now he has the fight in his wheelhouse. Let's see what he can do. Trying to guard pass here, not today.
No, it ain't happening. Good job understanding the transition.
All right, so he just decides to get up here and let the opponent up. Lee's shot there is blocked. Oh, he continues to land a high number of strikes in this round. Really hasn't let up when it comes to his aggressiveness. Certainly have to be mindful that you don't gas out, but you gotta like the output on display here. That uppercut appeared to find its home.
That was a hard body kick. He's just being more aggressive, and because he's being more aggressive and more loose with his strikes, he's landing.
Lee gets caught with that punch. Don't be afraid to get that head off the center line. Setting up a spinning strike, snaps off the kick there. Takedown defense is there.
Great job finding an opening and landing a beautiful punch from the clinch.
Oh, he's landed a high number of total strikes here in the latter stages of this fight. He's really picked up the pace and landing far more strikes than he did in previous rounds. Oh, nice job with ankle pick. Well, the calf kick has effectively changed the game, and I'm not sure he wants to take too many more of those.
Well, you might consider switching stances or something to try to eliminate that attack from coming in his direction.
Left punch is clean, followed by a right. All right, he closes the distance, gets the single collar tie. Nice job by the fighter here to continue to block the shots coming his way. You think he's trying to sort of fatigue his opponent here a little bit?
He's kind of watching and seeing everything that's happening in front of him. Later, you'll see him start to throw counters after blocking shots.
Now some spacing as they exit the clinch.
Fast leg kick lands.
Less than 2 minutes now to go.
Get the double leg. Double legs there. Double leg.
Nice shot to the body there.
He's got that single collar tie.
All right, so another nice strike to the thigh, some bruising starting to develop, and that could render his opponent a one-legged fighter here down the line.
And it'll take some time. It'll take some time when you land it there. But trust me, when you can dead that leg with those leg kicks, you can really start to see your opponent having difficulties moving. Right now, we're at step one.
And he caught the kick. We'll see what he can do with it. Punch coming, it's blocked. Oh! Back to his feet. Well, I'm no fighter, but if I rock a guy to that extent, I feel like I'm closing the show.
Absolutely. You gotta go close the show if you get a guy hurt that bad. You cannot back off and take your time. He's ripe for the picking. Go and pick the fruit.
Now some separation. Oh, he gets the takedown late in the round here. That's a way to leave an impression on the judges, and big picture, I think, could set him up for future success in the next round. Final seconds of the round. Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now.
Oh, now he's attacking an arm triangle.
Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. So the fighter was really caught in a submission there just as the horn sounded. Safe to say he was saved by the bell there. So back to the stools they go. 60 seconds to recover here. We're going to fight on, ladies and gentlemen. Another round coming up. All right, well, the athletes have kept the replay truck busy tonight. We will take a look back at some of the highlights from that previous round. He opened a cut above his opponent's eye.
And now the cut becomes a story. We are going to have to watch the placement of this cut. Is the blood going to start to leak into the eye? How is he going to be able to fight through the damage that was dealt on those shots? What a great round by his opponent. But now it's on him to make the adjustments and give himself a chance.
And it's not just the cut man who has his work cut out for him. We'll see if he can make those adjustments and rally here in this next round. All right, so here we go. You can feel the tension. Fourth round is underway. We'll see who has the upper hand here.
You feel it inside of the arena. The fighters feel it inside of the octagon. It's palpable. The energy is crazy because you understand that in the next 10 minutes, someone's going to get a belt strapped around their waist. It's amazing.
Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to pile up these body shots here in the latter stages of this fight. You didn't see a lot of that in the earlier rounds, making up for lost time here. And there's a nice elbow from the clinch. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? Well, we've been talking about the knees throughout this fight and the placement of them. Look at those numbers. I'm not sure how many more flush knees his opponent can take. Lee's the big shot on the feet.
Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him. Look at him working at trying to shut the liver down.
And there's the single. Lee's trying to get the triangle here. Let's see if he can close the show. Oh, good technique there. He's got the triangle choke locked in.
Good job by the champ there. Sliding back out.
All right, working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here.
Great submission defense.
Still plenty of time with which to work here, round 4. All right, he's in a half-guard position here, DC, and in a good spot to dole out a lot of damage, I would think.
A lot of damage can be done from the half guard. You sit back on that leg, you press down into your opponent, you drop elbows, you drop punches. What is very key is you controlling the underhook on the far side. If you give up that underhook, your opponent can use the half guard to build up to an elbow, sweep, or just chase down a single leg.
Really good job to land these strikes from top position. Oh, another strike lands from the top. All right, so now blood is a factor. You see that he has been opened up in that eye area.
Yeah, he's got hit in the eye, and now there's a cut. But it's nothing to worry about too much now. But he's got to be very careful with it as we go forward.
All right, so not enough action there on the ground. The referee brings the fight back to the feet, and we are back underway. 2 minutes now to go. Oh!
Trying to recover, but he's in a lot of trouble. Oh!
Sniff that one out as he blocks the kick. Well, a lot of fighters say there's no worse feeling on fight night than when your cardio abandons you, and there's been a lot of output in this fight, but both of these men are absolutely gassed.
They both fought very hard, but after round 1, you saw one guy's cardio say, "Good night, guys," and in the second round, you saw the other guy, "Good night, guys." Now they're left with no cardio, and there's going to be a question of will and determination.
And he's got his hand looking for a guillotine.
It's tight. Oh, nice.
All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. Oh, bleeding from his cheek now. Damage done. Ground and pound strike there now. Lee's able to transition back to side control now. These ground strikes are starting to add up.
In the half guard.
Nice job by him there. He was being dominated and is able to reverse position. Well, not good body language from his opponent here, DC. He's curled up.
No, he's exhausted. He's been beaten. Yes, smart adjustment. Yep. Great job landing from the top position.
All right, working inside his opponent's guard here.
You cannot sit in these jiu-jitsu guys' guard. And you can't have one arm in, one arm out. You gotta start throwing his legs, chasing triangles.
Buzzer sounds for the end of round 4. All right, so that's the end of the round. Pretty significant damage done in that round. Cut on the cheek, sustained there from that strike. Now the cut man's got to get in there and close that thing up. Better to be below the eye than above it, sure. But nonetheless, this could be a factor now moving forward. All right, so let us now check out some of the action in that round, DC. There was a whole lot of it, including a stunner upstairs that nearly closed the show.
It was a lot of action. It was back and forth action, but the big moment was that big strike to the head that landed, that put him on wobbly legs, and in survival mode, luckily he made it to the end of that round.
Ready to fight? Ready.
It is the 5th and final round. Oh, and he tags him with the straight. Nice job there by Lee.
He's got to start moving his head. He cannot take this many shots to the head.
Strike lands clean. Well, at times he's tried to check kicks, but he has not been effective in doing so, and now he's starting to limp a little bit.
He's starting to limp from those leg kicks. He's showing that it's hurting. That's a big sign when you watch a fighter, because a fighter never really wants to give you anything, but he can't help himself.
And now leather being thrown on both sides.
Gotta be careful here.
A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Lee's has got full mount now. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Continuing to stay busy here on the ground.
Oh, now he's going to find himself in a little more danger.
All right, so he's got the body locked down here, DC, or so it appears. This is not a guy you want anywhere near your back. This is some exhausting work, man.
I mean, it is so tiring to be fighting in this way. So much wrestling, so much grappling, expending all this energy trying to hold the guy down. I mean, no takedown is not fought. No reversal is not fought. Everything they're doing is fought to the very last minute before it gets given up.
All right, so some high-level stuff there on the ground, but as they make their way back to the feet, a huge response from the crowd, no surprise there.
I loved it. I loved all the grappling that was on display there, but fight.
So the taller fighter lands a knee, and Daniel Cormier to my right, I can hear him saying, I wish I was a little bit taller. Oh, roundhouse kick lands. Takedown defense holds up. Oh, how about the judo toss there? It's not as easy as it looks, I can assure you. Drops down inside the now closed guard of his opponent.
Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound. Getting the ball here. And what he has to do here is just try to stay relaxed. Big explosive actions, panicky actions are what gets you submitted a lot of times.
Oh, he's trying to pin that arm in the triangle now. Oh, looks like he's got that arm pinned in the triangle now.
Oh, now he's in trouble.
His work, I'm gonna stand this up.
Oh, somehow he got out.
That was beautiful. Look at how he brought his hips up in the air. Used his momentum to swing himself back to his chest being facing the mat. What a beautiful display of submission defense.
Making all these shots count. Oh, this is not good. That right eye starting to shut. Lands with the ground and pound. Another ground and pound strike gets home. Well, not ideal to spend this much time on the bottom, but you can't fault him for his activity. Landing strikes here from the bottom. Nice work by Lee. Continues to apply pressure here in half guard. Now drops inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or a big ground and pound.
Well, he's got his back now.
going full mount. Great defense by this fighter.
Side control now. Lee's right back to the full mount. What a fight! 25 minutes turned in. All right, so there it is, the final horn, a lifetime of work, all building to this moment, and the underdog challenger comes up large with his striking game tonight. He's going to be the new champ.
I mean, he came up big in a massive spot. He was the underdog. He wasn't supposed to get this done. He relied on what got him here, the striking, to take the title from the long-reigning champion.
All right, the official decision is now in. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. The judges score the contest 50-45, 49-46, and 50-45. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, and new undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Bruce the Dragon